I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice.
Do your own research.
Consult a professional investment advisor before making any investment decisions.
This show is for entertainment only. Faites vos propres recherches.
Here we are
in another episode
of the Simple Success Podcast.
And
this is financial life coaching from a happiness perspective.
Previously on Simple Success.
Show notes and my notebook. TT loves a good hyperlink parade. And journaling also helps you choose vehicles. Index funds for simplicity, dollar cost averaging for rhythm, and patient horizons for sanity.
Starting
And
small.
now, just like with a previously on thing on TV, we take you directly to this week's episode. Anything is possible.
Welcome to the sound of progress. Only today we practice silence so our money choices don't shout over our common sense.
Take that, common sense.
Silence? I tried that once. My stomach growled louder than my thoughts. Then consider this the quiet start, a breath, a pause.
And a small action plan written before we touch the apps.
Yeah, and that, of course.
Glad to be of service.
I'm pausing. Now my notifications are pausing me back. Rude. Oh, that's why we mute and move to paper. 2 minutes of notes on goals, risks, and budgeting guardrails. Guardrails? I need airbags for impulse buys. You'll like this. Silence helps spot that behavior gap. You know, the space between what we know and what we do. Yeah, speaking of what we do, I think it's time for our resident voice of calm to chime in. Jessica?
But first, I want to share an important quote.
Okay, go ahead.
This is really relevant.
Just do it.
Okay, here goes. All of man's problems, Blaise Pascal wrote in 1654, stem from man's inability to sit quietly in a room alone.
See? Numbers and silence do go together. Which all but walks into our tagline, doesn't it? Our tagline?
Financial life coaching from a happiness perspective.
Oh, right, that tagline. See? Instant serenity like an audio spa.
But with better ROI.
ROI improves when we write first, trade later, and let long-term plays like index funds do the heavy lifting. My last heavy lift was a pizza. Does that compound? It does compound, but only around the waistline. In accounts, we compound by automating an emergency fund and then investing. Automation is my love language. Also naps. That's interesting. And during those naps, use the quiet to review allocation and diversification. Tiny tweaks, but noisy heroics.
So, fewer drum solos, more steady metronome.
Right. And no chasing headlines about the Federal Reserve or whatever without checking their yield curve first. But I prefer that common first world problem, you know, when curves start yielding, my brain starts squealing. Ooh, that almost rhymes, my cumulative claptrap, but it's okay, because silence calms that squeal. It also keeps us from panic-clicking things at 2 a.m. Hey, 2 a.m. is when I do my best questionable research.
Oh, DT, you're such a plaything. I want to keep you up all night.
I'm sure there's some ancient wisdom in that somewhere. No doubt, because ancient with quiet practice. Think Aristotle and modern Stoicism philosophy. If Aristotle had push notifications, he'd throw his lyre at them. If he'd have had that option, he probably would have gone for the joy of missing out instead.
The JOMO.
The joy of missing out? Right, and it's a solid move. Greats like Warren Buffett read and wait. Silence is their edge. So I can be great by doing less? Finally, a fitness plan I can finish. Do less noise, but do more noticing. Log feelings, sniff out any cognitive bias, and record facts before opinions. Facts like what? Don't shop hungry? That's a good one, and that actually belongs in stone.
Also, don't trade hungry for drama.
Fine. I'll sit quietly with a pen till my inner commentator takes a snack break. If you must, but as we pause, let's reread a page from Stillness is the Key to reset our expectations. My expectation?
Quiet savings. Loud results.
That is a wonderful goal, and that's our show. Silence on the surface, disciplined systems underneath. They help each other. And a little humor so that the quiet doesn't get awkward. Deal. And let's roll into examples of that after the break. 3 moves you can do today in under 5 silent minutes. Just 3 moves? In under 5 minutes. Spoiler, none of those involve yelling at candlesticks. Which is a good thing, but just don't overthink it, because you'd be 10% done by now. So we rush for riches and raise a brow. At market noise we take a vow.
Patience whispers, teaching how.
Quiet earns what charts allow.
Listen close to silence begun. And true wealth begins in...
Break number 1. I'm not trying to make doubting Thomases out of y'all.
Yet you cannot tell a lie. Hey, George Washington is nigh? Obviously not.
Nor is it time for the rhyme.
But it is time for something. It is?
Yes, it is.
It's time to learn. Learn about what? Why, DT, it's time to learn about a sponsor. You know, what they make, what they do. Before we even get to act number 2? Well, yes, indeed, my friend. As our editor knows.
This is the place where your message goes.
We can plug it right in to the story we tell, so that no one fast forwards. Except from your well. We can build it ourselves, with approval from you. Taking action will do it.
Not bragging, it's true.
Starting something instead, and taking action, as you just said.
Based on your beliefs.
Yeah, but still, not just knowing, but also doing.
And as I've been saying about goals. No, sorry. Getting what you want without limiting the rights of others.
That's correct, Matthew. Or yucking their yum, as is said. But still, it has to be...
Based on your beliefs.
Which are that in Act 2, we test how silence boosts decision quality while we review budgeting frameworks. Wow, DT, that's deep. Are you sure you want to go there? I do, and it wasn't all that deep. I just made it sound that way.
Okay.
You were saying, John? Yeah, we're back. Breathing in that strategic hush and learning why an emergency fund loves quiet. Quiet? I hear my stomach growling again.
What does it say, DT?
It says, buy snacks and Amazon stock. That's tempting, but we've got our rules to follow, and we're practicing a pause before purchase with every stock, no matter who it is. We check moat, cash flows, and our asset allocation. So we whisper sweet nothings to our broker about index funds and dollar cost averaging. Now you're getting pretty close to humming the tune. Low-cost index funds plus methodical dollar cost averaging are silence-friendly. Hint, just leave out the broker part and do it yourself.
Okay.
But the news shouts inflation. Order up. My brain breakdances on that. No, it doesn't. Noise doesn't pay the rent. Calm research does. Do what I do. Cross-check the Federal Reserve releases and interest rates path. Meanwhile, the yield curve looks like a skateboard ramp. Is that a trick or a treat? It's a useful signal, not a fortune cookie. We let it inform our risk, but not dominate it. Risk? That reminds me of cryptocurrency, the Vegas of my timeline. Which is why silence is golden. Fewer pings, more thinking, tighter rules.
So we must find the quiet stillness in our minds.
Okay, and speaking of rules, is credit score still our financial GPA? I don't know if I'd go that far, but it does still matter for rates and approvals. We just don't worship it. We steward habits. Habits like snacking quietly while reading Warren Buffett letters. That's a classy snack. Also, 2 philosophers RSVP'd to our quiet party. Albert Einstein and Aristotle, conceptually, I mean. Grand. Because one invented relativity and the other invented wisdom. Can they invent me some profit? They can inspire that. And for daily practice, they nudge you toward patience, curiosity, and good experiments. Not hot takes. Okay, fine. So let's interview a grown-up. Cue our guest. An analyst who loves quiet models and loud coffee?
Sounds like my kind of guy. Introduce yourself.
Okay, I'm Electrica Vocabula, your people-pleasing guest. I'm from Malokaterinivka in the Ukraine.
Oh, Malokaterinivka. That's where the Kankrinivka railway station is, right?
It is, that's right. About 14 blocks west.
So what do you do in all that?
I build theses in silence. Fewer inputs, better outputs. Then I pressure test them out loud.
You do? Do you also check the yield curve before buying? Oh, socks.
Not socks, but for duration risk. Absolutely.
Mid-act palate cleanser. Hey, Jessica, would you ring the bell for listeners?
Got it. Financial life coaching from a happiness perspective.
Ah, music to my portfolio. Back to quiet. How does silence help when inflation jitters the room?
Silence delays impulse so we can test scenarios, examine interest rate sensitivity, and revisit asset allocation bands.
And we translate anxiety into checklists, policy, cash flows, valuation, catalysts. Checklist item 1, eat. Checklist item 2, panic. Kidding. Mostly.
Panic's optional. Emergency funds are mandatory.
Good advice. Now let's land this with simple drills listeners can try at home. I'm all ears, and they're shaped like parabolic dishes. Good visual there, DT. Drill A. 10-minute news fast, then journal one decision. Note any behavior gaps you catch. Drill B. Rename my notifications to shh and auto-invest into index funds. That's the groove. And drill C. Calendar a weekly sit down to rebalance your asset allocation or confirm no move. Final question. If Amazon drops 10%, do we meditate or buy nachos? You're taking this a bit afield now, DT, so maybe neither, but once we have more information, maybe we know. For now, we breathe, we recheck thesis and interest rates, peek at the yield curve, and act only if the math sings to us. Sings. That's a good visual, but I prefer duets. Me and my emergency fund humming together. Then we're in harmony on that. Quiet minds, smarter money.
Markets dance, their tunes so sunny.
Because traders chase what they find funny. Noise can make the vision runny.
Patience, sweet, long-term honey.
Breathe in calm, review your view, but let silence speak during
break number 2.
We know a lot about you already because we know ourselves. For example, we know that you know how to listen to our podcast. We also know that you probably know how to subscribe. So as soon as you're done with that, tell us your story. We have ways you can contact us. It involves a special link where you can leave us a message. We may have an email address for you as well in the future, and we'll let you know if that happens. The reason for subscribing? I thought you'd never ask. When you subscribe, you automatically download all future episodes of that podcast. It just happens in your player without you having to go search again. How cool is that? This means better rankings for the podcast, more attention from advertisers, and more money. And this means more and better stuff for you. So your motivation is simple and easy. Subscribe today, whatever app and from whatever place you like. And don't just try to subscribe. There is no try. There is only do. We're changing the way we look at things, and remember, that's good. Eso es buenísimo. Also remember, this is financial life coaching from a happiness perspective. Coaching happiness. Our call to action is right in the show notes. Find it, and you win too. Can I simple that? Por supuesto. Of course. Just simple it.
Please make sure your seatbelts are fastened and your tray tables are in their upright position.
And make sure simple is a verb like Google is a verb.
我们回来了. That's we are back.
Before we go today, let's have a quick thank you to all our emotional support voices.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thanks guys. Or since we're in the quiet finale, silence. Silence again? I was listening so hard, I heard my 401k yawn. You think you heard that, but that's your portfolio stretching after mindfulness. An active rest before strong movement. Strong movement Then I'm a financial athlete. Where's my protein shake? It's right beside your journal, DT, next to the page marked Calm Compounder. So I just write instead of panic?
Just do it.
Pretty much. Writing turns noise into clarity. If I get rich by writing, I'll dedicate my memoir to silence. And make sure it's a hardcover, because that's ideal for long-term asset allocation. You're kidding, I know, but that's actually pretty smart. Books beat tweets. It does. Just ask Albert Einstein. He found relativity in quiet thought, not in a group chat. And probably no push notifications. Lucky guy. And the same with Aristotle. Philosophy was the ancient version of long-term investing. That's why we mentioned those two guys. And they also didn't check interest rates every morning. That's right. But still, even Aristotle would have appreciated diversification and wise investing. Yeah, maybe he'd launch a Stoic fund with a bonus scroll of quotes or something. Yeah, maybe. I'd sure buy that ETF. Speaking of, isn't this the part where you summon one of your mystical voices? You read my mind, although not exactly mystical. Let's bring in Alice.
Financial life coaching from a happiness perspective.
Ah, music to my ears. I'm feeling serenely profitable. Then you've understood the secret. The quiet investor wins not by rushing, but by reflection.
Reflection like a mirror.
My mirror shows a guy with a snack and a plan, which is a perfect combination. Silence plus snacks equals sustainable wealth. Kind of like budgeting with flavor. Flavor, yeah, I can taste achievement already. Achievement built on small wins, writing goals, keeping an emergency fund, and ignoring inflation drama. So that silence isn't boring.
No, rather, it's a profit strategy.
Absolutely. Quiet patience outpaces loud predictions and financial podcast hype. Even beats coffee buzz. And adds a dash of altruism, investing to help others thrive. And it's a masterpiece. Altruism? Ooh, that's good. So I can earn interest and karma. Sign me up. That's the harmony we've been playing for these 3 acts, and for all the previous years besides, and what we'll continue to do. Calm minds, growing wealth, shared good. And a host who doesn't interrupt. I'm proud of you, John. Thank you, DT. Now let's stay silent long enough to hear the next great idea sneak in. Okay, fine, but I'm still bringing chips.
That's good.
It is, only if they're low volatility chips. Deal. Silence, snacks, and success.
Which is how you've all gotten good.
Gracias por escuchar.
Salut. À la prochaine.
No robots were harmed in the making of this podcast.
No dogs were shot either.
This podcast and our other podcast are productions of Little Red Hen Industries.
Part of the Sonic Boom Network, where we do the hard work for you.
And Rishi helps our hen bake the bread by giving credit to these great people.
Techno King, John Brandy.
That's me.
Alter Ego, Doubting Thomas.
And that's me.
Fact Checker, Napoleon Bonaparte. Social Manager, Abraham Lincoln. Always on the internet's inner tubes whatever. Media Expert, Augustus Caesar. Psychologist, William James. Sound Designer, Les Paul.
Thank you for inventing multitrack.
Language Consultant, Leah, the French do-your-own research lady.
Cough, cough, cough.
Videographer, Ertaman Koshki.
Lights, camera, action.
Inspiration, many podcasts and other sources, and of course Napoleon Hill. Additional inspiration and thanks go to Steve Jobs, Joseph Allen, Charles Darwin, Leonardo da Vinci, Henry David Thoreau, Abigail Adams, Jonathan Livingstone Seagull, and the Stick Figure.
Quick disclaimer here. Many sentences contained in our podcasts are of a very dangerous length and were performed by highly trained vocal practitioners. On no account should inexperienced life forms attempt to imitate them without proper medical, jaw, and lung supervision.
And before we forget, you can also subscribe to both podcasts, join the community, and benefit from many of our techniques, including financial advice, patience, practice, and even podcast production for your ideas. Of course, you'll have to head to the show notes, either on your phone or on the web, to get the links and stuff. And all those clickable links are in the show notes. Hey, Emma, do you, Samantha, and Daniel want to tell us a bit more about this stuff?
Sure.
The artificial intelligence or AI voices that you hear in our work are offered up by Google, Amazon Polly, OpenAI and ElevenLabs. They don't sponsor us yet, but we love what they do and we just love what AI can do when lovingly crafted.
Finally, you can find us through our network. We happily consider guests and consider guesting on other people's shows.
That sounds like a really old school computer voice. I'll call it Zarvox. It's definitely not Samantha, or any other modern AI.
Yeah, thanks for noticing.
And really finally, our music comes from Cute by Ben Sound and from Piano Background by Nick Simon Adams. Thanks also to AI MuseNet, Suno, Audio, ElevenLabs, and Ace Studios. The sound effect credits go to Jackson Academy Ashmore, Canoe CG, Dr. Jekyll, Joe Payne, Everything Sounds, MK Play More Stories, ERH, Sand Emotions, Big Pickle 51, and Just Kidding. Yes, that's his or her name, all on free sound. Also, languages are the bomb.
Let me be clear. This is the best podcast ever.